But he literally put this whole thing together. So if you see him, just give him a thank you. He's literally like, Matt Ishbia owns this company. James is a few steps down from Matt, but he's real good friends with Matt. But he literally put this whole thing together. So thanks, James. Thanks, Big Tex. So my name is Trevor Barrett. When I was 11 years old, I wanted to make money. And I wanted a job. And at 11 years old, you really can't get a job. And so my mom at the time was actually a real estate agent. And she was an office manager for Century 21. And so she said, you know what? I was asked, Mom, what can I do? I want to make money. And I grew up in Tolleson, over by Tolleson. Everyone knows where Tolleson is in Arizona. Went to Tolleson Elementary. We didn't have a lot of money, so I wanted to make money. As this little kid, I was like, I want to make money. I want to just do better. And it was always ingrained in me. I just do better. And so my mom said, come to the office and you can start cleaning ashtrays. And in the 1980s, I'm in my 50s, so in the 1980s, people smoked in real estate offices. How many of you are like, who's old enough to experience that? Okay, sorry for raising your hand, but I'd go into this office and it always stunk like cigarettes. And there's these ashtrays, and my mom just said, just empty the ashtrays into a garbage can, and that's it. And she paid me a few bucks for it, and I loved it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something better. The first time I emptied the ashtrays in the garbage can, it was done in a few minutes, did all the desks. It's a pretty big office. And I was like, I'm going to go above and beyond. I want to stand out. When people come to the office the next day, because I do this at night. She'd work at night, come in the office, I'd empty them all. I'm like, I just want to do better. What can I do to make these ashtrays look better? So what do you think I did? I literally washed them every night. I cleaned them. I literally made them look like that right there. I made them look like a candy dish, and it made a difference. People would come in, and then I noticed there's actually, I kid you not, there was less cigarettes in those ashtrays over time. Less cigarettes over time. But I did something that was different. I wanted to be different. I could have just left the ashtrays, emptied them out. I wanted to go the extra mile. And I feel like in real estate, as a real estate agent, and I'm not a real estate agent, I'm a loan officer. I've been a loan officer since the 1990s. Since 1993, I've been a loan officer. But you got to go the extra mile. And I'm all big about going the extra mile. And I don't know what that is for agents. It's hard because your business is a little different than mine. But anything you do, just know who your clients are and go the extra mile. Now, fast forward. I was an 11-year-old boy here. I was making a couple bucks. And went to college at Arizona State University. I love Arizona State University. I'm a Sun Devil. Graduated with a finance degree.
What's up?
And when I left Arizona State University, I went to go work for a mortgage company called AmeriQuest Mortgage. And I stayed there for about 4 or 5 months, became one of their top loan originators. They shipped me off to like Vegas, all these parties and stuff. And I was like, I got to get out of here. I'm going to go work for a mortgage broker shop. And so in the late 1990s, I worked for a mortgage broker shop. And then I decided I can make it better, do something better than where I was working. And in 2002, February 27th of 2002, that was this last Tuesday, we had an anniversary, 22 years I started a company called Barrett Financial Group. And I remember I had an assistant, her name was Abby, and I said, Abby, I'm on day one, I'm going to Costco, I'm going to go buy 2 tables, the Costco tables that everyone has on Thanksgiving, and 2 Costco chairs. And I brought those to my house. I had a little office in my house. My wife and the kids were in the family room, kitchen area of this little house. And Abby and I sat in that room doing mortgages on a Costco table and a Costco chair. And we each had our computer that I bought Abby. And we started grinding away. And in my lifetime, like at that point, I was like, every day I worked hard and hard. I always worked hard, getting up early, working late, grinding away. And then eventually got an office. And fast forward today, we have 1,500 employees at Barrett Financial Group. We are now the largest, we're one of the largest mortgage companies in the country. And it's been a wonderful experience to grow. And right now, I think we're number one for UWM right now with the most volume for the month. Right now, just at UWM, we've closed over $200 million just this month alone. So we do, at UWM last year, we did $2.1 billion at UWM. So we have a lot of investors, but UWM is our primary investor. We love working with them. They're a great partner. They've helped us grow. We've helped them grow, vice versa, but they've been a good partner. So One other thing I want to talk about before I leave here is habits. Like as agents, it's everyone has bad habits. I have bad habits. There's times I like to just go home at night, just lounge around and not just be lazy. I'm always trying to do better. I want to do better. And so I make sure that I have good habits, and I'm always writing things down. I have lots of goals, and I make sure that I'm fulfilling those goals. I have weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. I'm actually doing my goals right now, I kid you not, for 2025 and 2026. How can I be better in 2025 and 2026? Because right now we're in 2024. The 2024 goals, I swear to you, were done this time last year. And so my team knows what those goals are, and they know where we want to be. Our goal right now for this year to be loan officers. We want to have 3,000 loan officers in the country. We did $4.5 billion last year. We want to do $10 billion this year. And we're doing those things that will get us to that point. So, but you got to have good habits. And as real estate agents, you guys are independent. You guys are kind of, I don't want to say you're on your own, but you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? And loan officers are on their own too. They got to go out and find and work out with real estate agents. But you got to have good habits. One time in life, about, many years ago, I was going to work. I had an office over on Stapling Baseline. And every day, it was during the holidays, I decided, I'm going to stop in at Dunkin' Donuts because I love Dunkin' Donuts. And this particular day at Dunkin' Donuts, I drove through the drive-thru and I ordered a chocolate Long John and a Boston cream and a bottle of water. I kid you not, it was a chocolate. Go back. Hold on. A bottle of water, chocolate Long John, and a Boston cream. And every day I was going through that drive-thru, ordering the same thing. And it literally cost, it was like $3 and something, like 79 cents. And then a couple of weeks later, I'm like, oh man, I want more donuts. I ate those donuts before I left the parking lot. Then I started ordering 4 donuts a day, 2 chocolate Long Johns, 2 Boston creams. I was doing this every day. And now it's January, like mid-January. We're going into February. I'm gaining some weight. This is a bad habit of mine. At 6 o'clock in the morning, on my way to the office. And then I kid you not, I decided, because it's now costing like $5 for these donuts and the water. But for $8 and like 79 cents or 89 cents, you can get a dozen donuts. I kid you not, every day I was eating a dozen of these donuts. Every day I was getting a dozen donuts going through that drive-thru. And literally like 2 months into it, I realized, one day I got my donuts, I ate them, and I wanted one more donut. And there's another Dunkin' Donuts across the street on Baseline and Stapler. There's Dunkin'. The one I was going to was on Lindsay and Warner, if you know the one on Lindsay and Warner. But there's one on Baseline and Stapler, and I literally drove in the drive-thru after I ate my dozen donuts to get one. I wanted 13 donuts for that day. And I remember being in that drive-thru going, what the hell am I doing? What a terrible habit. I'm overweight now. I literally gained like 20 plus pounds. And right then I stopped eating Dunkin' Donuts. I was off Dunkin' Donuts for many years. Now I have 1 or 2 every now and then. So, but what I thought was nothing wrong became a bad habit. And sometimes in life, we all have bad habits. It could be with anything. Maybe your relationship with your spouse or your friend. Maybe it's alcohol or smoking, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. But habits can form really quickly. And to be successful in life, you gotta have good habits and have goals. And so make sure that as a real estate agent, that you have goals and you have good habits and you stick to those habits and recognize, the things you need to make improvements in. Like there's always room for improvement. So I just want to show you, that was before donuts. This is after donuts, okay? So, but hey, I'm grateful you're all here. About 2 years ago, I wanted to open a real estate company. And because I work with real estate agents all over the country and like the biggest players. I'm telling you, the biggest players. James can tell you. There's like the biggest real estate agent in the country does business with Barrett Financial Group. And I've always thought, you know what? I'm tired of them. I only get some of their business. I want all their business. So I was going to create my own real estate company. So about 2 years ago, I decided, I'm going to team up with Michael Smith. And I was like, I'm going to team up with Michael Marlowe. And we're going to create a company called Barrett Real Estate. And so what are we, a year into it now? 2 years into it? And this is great, and we're growing so fast, and we will be the #1 real estate company in the country. I promise you that is going to happen. We're going to have 10,000 agents here in the next few years. So we appreciate you coming. This is a great event. Learn, grow, and when you go home, make some goals, and then look at those habits you might have that you just need to get rid of. Get rid of the donuts in life that are affecting you, that are slowing you down.